25th or something like that. A lot of people want to know. Who is Bud gonna fight in between times. Should Bud fight at 160? That's what people want to know. Should Bud fight at 160? You know what I'm saying? Should he fight at 168? What's the dude? I keep forgetting his name all of a sudden. The dude that's at 168 pounds that won the IBF. Should he fight him first? Should he fight Lara? Should he have a tune-up up there? I don't know. Obviously, you think he would have a nice tune-up north of 160 pounds. You think that would kind of be the move to have that tune-up north of 160 pounds. You would think that would be ideal. So maybe that 168 IBF Cuban guy, I've never seen him fight. Maybe going up to 160 and maybe fighting a Falcoa brother. Maybe Stephen Butler might punch a little bit hard, but I mean, that's up to them strategically how they want to do that. Because obviously, you don't want to mess up the church's money. And I know one thing he shouldn't do is sit around and wait for September. But if he does, I guess he will sit around and wait on September to build his body up. I guess that will be it is. Like, okay, maybe remember Sean Porter fought my boy Leonardo Tyner. One of his fights kind of got postponed. I think the Kell Brook fight or something got postponed. So they did a live sparring match on like social media and he sparred Leonardo. Maybe do something like that, or do some exhibitions, get some bigger Japanese or Chinese guys and get a bag. But yeah, he can spend the rest of the year building his body up, getting acclimated, doing high-level sparring and exhibitions. That may be a route to go. And he got a team that's going to try to move him up, but you just really never know. Yeah, he walked around, after he won Undisputed, they say he was about 180 pounds. But walking around 180, coming to ring at 168 is totally different. It's totally different. Now, black people genetics are great. I expected Jermell Charlo to be a lot better than he was physically for Canelo. I expected a lot better from him. I didn't really, he looked soft in the stomach, and that's what happened when you move up. But he had a year off. He was inactive. You know what I'm saying? He was coming off a broken hand. So I don't really think, he moved up the way that he really should have moved up and intended to move up. And that's just on the outside looking in. So I mean, honestly, you can go for the IBF guy. If Canelo ain't gonna fight him, rumors that they talked about fighting, get that belt. I mean, you got guys out there. Maybe you can find a dude that Charlo fought. So Jorge Sebastian Highland that limped into the ring. Maybe you can go see what's up with Sergio Martinez. He's still around here fighting on one leg. Shit. There ain't too many guys at 160. Maybe you can go fight Thomas Lamont, Cornflake. I'm just throwing names out there. I think Stephen Butler that'll be him. Stephen Butler he got beat up a few times, but that Canadian can punch. He can caught some bodies. Shit, he locked out Leonardo Tyner. Canelo didn't do that. So yeah. That's very interesting. Very. So I'm just trying to think of random names that's up there. I mean, he always can fight Lara. Even though Lara was talking about fighting, I got a video coming if y'all ain't see it by now. He's talking about fighting Mazaliyev. Mazaliyev thinking about going up to 160 fighting Lara. So, yeah. You can fight the dude that Jenovic just fought for the IBF. That nigga got over there the day before the fight and still whooped his ass. What's the brother name? The other brother name, what's his name? That fought Jeff Horn. Michael Zephyr, the stripper. Yeah, you can fight the stripper. Shit, what about fight? What about where the fuck is the little nigga that fought Demetrius Andrade? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Jack Coldclaw. Man, this shit keep tipping. You can fight Jack Coldclaw. So I mean, like I said before, he got a few options. You can do a tune-up. You can literally do a tune-up. Real talk. You can literally do a tune-up with one of those guys, or maybe a guy I never heard of. Or you can just wait the rest of the year and build your body up. Do exhibitions. Do one at 160. Do one at 164. Then one at 165. Maybe fight, maybe do some exhibitions versus some, for charity versus some amateur fighters. That's 175, and that's 168, 175, right around that in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get in there and spar Andre Durrell. He need $1. Do some exhibitions overseas and just build your own body. It's probably best. I know he like to be around his family. It's probably best for him to go overseas and build his body. Be on some Drago shit. Go overseas and just be training in them Russian in them not Russia, but in them Asian mountains and shit. Spend the rest of the year over there and just building your body, and just fighting the biggest and the best guys they got over there. And I know that's going to take a lot of time and money and resources for him to want to go over there and do that, but that's an alternative. That's a true alternative. Go over there, build your body up. Just be, exhibition. I'm pretty sure Ryzen would love to have him. Ryzen would love to have him sparring some of their biggest and best guys they got over there. And that's how you build your body up. Before you know it, between now, and I'm giving these niggas free game. I should be a boxing consultant. And they probably gonna pay more than they gonna pay you to fight some of these bums in America, or them lower level guys, no disrespect, in America. So now, between now and September 25th, bro, you can probably have 4, 5, 6 exhibitions. Guys 60, couple guys at 60. See how I feel at 60. Couple guys at 64. Couple guys at 68. Maybe get in there with a guy that's 175 and see how I feel. Hell yeah. I mean, that's what I do. Whole bunch of exhibitions, still get paid for them. I'm like, okay, how you feel after this 8-rounder? How you feel after this 6? How you feel? And after a while, how you feel after this 10? How you feel after this 12? Where do we need to make the adjustment in weight? My legs was heavy. Or his shots was real heavy on my it was real heavy, and I couldn't really take that body shot or that arm shot. Okay, this is what we need to do. From a physical standpoint, a strategic standpoint, and there you're gradually building your body up. So instead of having one tune-up, you basically, it's like how they tell you to have, 6 small meals a day? You basically having 6 small meals through the day. He has the resources to do it. I would go over there. Maybe get a couple Russian fighters because they hungry, come over to Asia or wherever you want to be at in Europe, or spend half the time in Asia, half the time in Europe. I'll probably start off in Asia with Risen, go over to the UK and do a few fights with those guys on the way out. That's pretty much what I would do. I'd probably have about anywhere from 6 to 8 exhibition fights. And it ain't got to be nothing huge or big. 4 rounds, 6 rounds, 8. And then maybe, in between there at the end, maybe I have about 12 or 8. I have a 12 rounder, 2 12 and a 10. So about 6 to 8, I have a 10, 2 12 rounders. You know what I'm saying? In between that, I got a 4, I got a 6, I got an 8. You know what I'm saying? A couple 8s, a couple 6s, a 4 here. That's personally what I would do. I'm still getting the bag, but I'm overseas focused, building my body up. So every fight, we can tweak physically what we need to do, and we can tweak strategically where we fell in that. That's what I would do. I wouldn't put it all in one May camp. I call Rising. I get on the horn with Eddie Hearn and say, look here, man, this is the plan I want to do with Rising. I'm going to do about 4, 5 of them shits over there. I'm going to fight 60 and 68 over there, or 60s, and I'm going to fight in the 60s over there, 60, 64, get a couple fights. Then I want to end it off in Europe with a couple, 68 pounders, maybe get in there with John Ryder, Rocky Field, and a couple retired fighters, maybe find Darren Barker or something like that, get them in a little bit of shape. You get in there with them, get a feel with them. That's what I would say. That's exactly what I would say. And end my thing off in Europe in around maybe 6 good ones, 5 or 6 good ones, because you think about September. Maybe, and then after I kind of build my body kind of where I kind of want it at. So February, March, April, May. So maybe around April or May-ish, I come back to the States, May, June, July. So maybe May, June, I take off. I take that time off to recover. July, August, sometime in July, middle of July, I come back with an 8 week. All you need is an 8 week camp, if that, because you already done laid the groundwork for the year. You already laid that groundwork. So around the middle of July, like probably the last week or two in July, that's 2 weeks, that's 4 weeks. So yeah, probably really reality, the last week of July, we hit camp, get to enjoy 4th of July. We hit camp, we get 4 weeks in August, that's 5 plus the last week of July. What about 3 weeks in August, about 2-3 weeks in August? Yeah, you probably need about 6-8 week camp after that. Motherfucker, take my advice, nigga, win. You have a better chance to win. You won't win. I don't think you're gonna win regardless. There's no disrespect. It's just my opinion. He probably like, oh, fuck that nigga. Like, they're like, fuck him. I'm like, no, I'm just giving you my logical opinion. Thinking with logic. Could be wrong. But that's what I would do. That would be my plan. But hey, you get in the bag, and also you strategically able to really, instead of one camp and then we gauging it, we like, okay, after 1, 2, 3 fights, we all like, okay, can't go there. Oh, this is what we need to do. And guess what? You got a bunch of good sample size that come to a better than you got 2 or 3 large portions. So that's what I would do. That would be my strategic. I don't nobody want to go over there, but I'm able to focus. You know, we able to, you know, they got some good clean food over there in Asia. They food in Europe is cleaner than our food. Real talk. If he want to win, he'll do that. And you get in the bag. So, but the business end got to hold up to it, and then he gotta wanna do it. You know, but if you putting it all in one tune-up, good luck, nigga. But hey, hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon. I mean, I'm everywhere. Check out the Patreon. Need to reach out. X, the fastest way. Facebook, Instagram, everything inside that link tree. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.